you consult and like kind of everything kind of goes through you?
We all talk to each other, but there's all different time periods. There's different filmmakers doing different storylines, but they all have to feel consistently Star Wars. My partner, Dave Filoni, he works at Lucasfilm as well as producing the show. He's very involved with the other shows, but we all make sure that everything fits together. And now we're working on 3 different shows together. 4 if you count Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian, Ahsoka, which is coming out, we're in post-production, and Skeleton Crew that we did with John Watts from Spider-Man. So we have quite a few shows that are happening in the same time period.
Is there any chance Spider-Man will ever be in Star Wars? Because you got Apollo Creed in it. Why not put Spider-Man in it?
Yeah.
No?
I would. Tom Holland's I'm sure you've had him on.
Yeah,
Tom
sure.
Holland is a great guy. I'd love to work with him.
Yeah. Okay. So that would be, boy.
Your nephew beat him out for the role. So.
It would be really awesome to have some crossover between the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the Star Wars
Well, you ever
universe.
hear Patton Oswalt do his thing on? It was like outtakes from Parks and Recreation, where he does a whole pitch for the world with Thanos and Star Wars.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, check it out on YouTube. It's
As many of you have noted that use the internet, it has been announced that Disney has required the rights to the Star Wars franchise, and in the summer of 2015, we will see the release of Star Wars Episode 7. Herewith is my proposal for the plot of that movie. Begin with standard title sequence and John Williams fanfare, followed by a scroll to be written. I would like to mention that Brian De Palma wrote the original opening scroll for Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. I think it would be a nice nod to the franchise if he were to write this opening scroll. Then, pan down from the twin suns of Tatooine. We are now close on the mouth of the Sarlacc pit. After a beat, the gloved Mandalorian armor gauntlet of Boba Fett grabs onto the sand outside the Sarlacc pit, and the feared bounty hunter pulls himself from the maw of the sand beast.
Okay, this is exactly...
And we realize that he survived his fall during the battle at Jabba's palace ship. Then do a hard cut to a repurposed Imperial destroyer, which has now been taken over by the rebels. Commander Luke Skywalker, now a full Jedi Knight, training new Padawans, is using, ironically, his father Anakin's red lightsaber, which will be a symbolic, I think, visual for his battle with how to both bring about the new Jedi Order while still acknowledging his father's fall from grace. As he is training the Padawans, we pan outside of the control window to a nearby asteroid where we see, and please allow me to finish this because it's going to seem like a bit of a jump, we see Thanos, who was the villain teased at the end of the first Avengers movie. Now, Thanos, as you know, owns the Infinity Gauntlet, which has the Time Gem, the Mind Gem, the Power Gem, the Space Gem, and the Reality Gem. If he holds the Reality Gem, that means he can jump from different realities. This will be our link to the Marvel Universe from the Star Wars Universe. We then cut to Earth. Tony Stark realizes that there is... Tony Stark realizes
this is someone
that there
I know.
is a...
I know
Tony
who that
Stark,
is. I know who that is. This is the first person I've known.
Tony Stark realizes, I do not recognize the chair. Tony Stark realizes that there has been a disturbance in what he will call a time ribbon. For the time being, I will allow J.J. Abrams to think of a better term for this. And he then starts to assemble the cream of the Marvel Universe, not the second-tier superheroes that we saw in the first Avengers movie. I'm sorry, but Hawkeye and Black Widow are not first tier. He would go find, Spider-Man. Spider-Man exists in that universe. He would go find Moon Knight. He would go find Daredevil. He would go find Hercules. And then that can bring in the entire pantheon of Greek gods that we saw in Clash and Wrath of the Titans. So now we have a giant franchise tie-in. Now, cut back to the Imperial Star Destroyer. Luke gets a visit from, and we only show this from the boots up first. So we show these like black boots with the, and then we pan up and, oh my God, it's Han Solo. But he's older and grizzled and really like focused and cool. Like he's seen some really bad stuff and he actually seems shaken. And Luke is like, what's wrong, old buddy? And that's when Han drops Chewbacca's severed head onto the floor. Yes, in front of all the Padawans.
No way. Kids aren't gonna like
on the floor
this.
in front of the Padawans.
Kids are not
Please let me finish. Thank you. The Padawans are all horrified. And